everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do a monthly flip of several of my planners, but I'm going to break them up in between. I'm going to break up the videos by planners. This way they're shorter, I can upload them at different times, and I think it might just be better for me and then for whoever's looking at this. So we're going to start with my weeks. This is in my Galen Leather. The only thing I am going to do is I'm going to combine my weeks and my passport, just because this is generally my everyday carry, or it's going to be my weeks, and my my rings is my everyday carry, and I'll explain a little bit further. But basically, for this, this will be quick. This is my new passport. I went to a stationery shop in Philly during the Philadelphia Pen Show. There's an annual Philly Pen Show. And man, I can't, Omni, I think is what it's called. I will put the name underneath here. And yeah, I'll link their website. But we went there and I ended up getting a Passport TN. And these are just some of the charms. This is like the actual Traveler's Journal, Traveler's Company charm, the little polar bear. This is just a charm that I had laying around because I knit. I ended up buying these brass plates on Amazon, and I had the little label maker. So that's all I did. And then when you open it up, it's really simple, really standard. I got this pen as well. It's a 0.38, you know, like the tip. It's in the coffee color. The Uniball 1. I don't know if you guys can see that. Uniball 1. And I got this off of Amazon, so I can put the link below for that. But this is generally the thing that I'm going to be carrying with me everywhere I go, because it's going to serve as a wallet. So my whole idea was, when I have a crossbody, these do not fit in it. It's not big enough. I do have some upcoming trips planned, and I just figured that in my crossbody, this would be the thing. Oh gosh, I'm shaking the camera and I'm sorry, but this would be the thing that I could carry with me at all times. And then I could just do some jotting, like some notes. So I have a monthly in here that is all up to date with everything going on. I took the time to update this. And then I have just this supplemental TN passport notebook in here that I will just jot down random things. So, and that's my goal, right? I have here, I won't really show, but this is our medical. So I have it broken up into, well, you know, obviously my house and my car are not my medical, but I have it broken up in between my husband, me, my husband, and my cat. And then I have all that stuff here. And then my contact information in the back. But the whole idea, and like I said, this is just a wallet. I have my main credit cards. I ended up taking a week's pencil board and I cut it down to size. So that's what I ended up doing. And this is just a stencil. And then, yeah, back here I have some cash and my license, and that's basically it. This is the Galen Leather in their green cover. It's the same as this. Clearly, I really like Galen Leather. But yeah, that's the whole idea. It's not something that I pick up every day. It's not something that I update, with the exception of the calendar, just make sure nothing has changed. It's just something to have with me in case I can't take any of my other journals with me. Specifically when we plan our trips, I plan to take my weeks with me, but I don't, hi bud, that was my cat, you probably heard, but I don't plan to carry it with me every time we go somewhere, right? It'll stay in like the hotel or in my luggage, and I'll update it at night. So that's what this is. I'm so happy with that. But this is my main This is my main journal. Let's just put it that way. This has everything. This is a Galen Leather. I've had this for years and I just really like it. So this is the Galen Leather. This is my Sterling Yanks Weeks in the Mist, I believe that's what it's called. And then I just have some stencils. Hopefully nobody gets offended, but this is from Sweet Freckle Designs. This is from Southern Belle Plans. I don't know what to do with her. I want to use her somewhere. And then I just have a couple of Sweet Freckle Designs, like minis, like itty bitty minis icons that I use. This is the Coffee Monster Co. So I just have that kind of stuff in here. Nothing too crazy. Oops. You know what? I'll do that later. And then I have my Charizard gold card along with my my magic card. This is the Lord of the Rings collection that they ended up doing. So it's super cool because that's obviously Gandalf if you are a Lord of the Rings fan. So, yep. So I just have them here. Nothing too crazy. I have, what is that thing? A blotter. And then back here, because if you're new, I just have, what is this? Oh, just whatever. I have the printouts of the year. This is from Paper Test Design. It's a fold out. And I've already marked off all the holidays. And this is how I see, you know, what I've done or trips that I'm planning, basically. So super helpful. I really like it. And I have one for me and my husband. So moving in. So these are my stickers. I have Samus. It's a video game if you're not familiar. Wolverine and Deadpool. Very excited about. Wolverine's my favorite, probably. It's a bold statement, but probably my favorite. I think it's because he was like the first one that I saw and I just fell in love with him. So very excited for their movie, but that's just, yeah. And then we get into here. I just have a random sticky. I have my grandparents. I have my grandma and then my grandfather in the back here. This little like cat tarot card and then my cat's paw print. This is from, it might be hard because it's like stuck in there because of the plastic. Whatever. This is my cat that passed away in June, and this is her paw print that Southern Belle Plans was able to put on here. So I thought it was really cute. And then I have my vision board and then my goals. We could just skip over that. And then my first quarter. So I just write, I don't know how this page is going to work. I'm still testing it out, but basically this is just kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? A highlight of the day. And I'm just noting like key things. So nothing too crazy. Some of them are not, like we had ramen this night, not a big deal. Philly Pen Show. So the whole idea for me is, if I'm curious as to, oh, when was the Philly Pen Show, for example, I can, okay, it was on the 13th, and then I can go to the corresponding days on the 13th and kind of see what I wrote. That's, yeah. So I don't know if this is going to work for me, but we're just going to go with the flow. And, you know, obviously nothing for the other Qs, other quarters. So this is December, but we're going to start in January. So this is my January spread. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty generic. It's pretty basic. I have the birthdays down here. I really like the small stickers from Sweet Freckle Designs. So I put the stickers here and then I write the corresponding birthdays down here so I don't take up so much room there, right? And this right here is, all of these are sterling inks. Like you can see, all of them are sterling inks. But, and again, I just kind of write what happened today. I don't like to put too much stickers personally, just because I need this to be more functional, more highlights of things that I think I would want to remember as the years go by. So usually these pink markings are for like really important or bad things, or medical stuff. So like we got our teeth cleaned. My dad had a follow-up doctor's appointment. My uncle was in the hospital, but you know, these are just things, and they kind of call my attention to it. The brown ones are more of, so blue, I should probably start with that. Blue is days off. Purple I have more for like miscellaneous kind of like highlights. So we had a Philly pen show. The brown is more of like an important kind of date for me, or an important event. And then the pinks are more of like medical, or if I'm having a bad day or things like that, so that they kind of call my attention to that. Yeah, and then I have my paydays. And excuse you, bud. My cat just burped. I also found these little things where I'm writing down the days that or the books that I finished. Just because, not that I have a particular goal in the amount of books I read. Well, I do. My goal is 30 for this year. If I hit it, I hit it. If not, I'm not too bothered by it. But yeah, so, and then I pre-planned some of the stuff in February. I'm filming this on the 3rd. So I will probably put, whenever I upload it, I'll put a YouTube little sticker on it. But that's generally, I have some things already pre-marked. But yeah, so, and then we go into, yeah, my week. So I'm still trying, you'll see later on, I'm still trying to figure out the layout that I want to do here. Because ultimately I think, I'm already thinking about 2025 because I'm insane, but I'm ultimately thinking about going into a TN, sterling ink TN standard size, because I just think that this is going to be my all-inclusive at the end of the year. This is what I'll reference more than anything else. So I kind of want everything in here. Because I have a Habino and I love it, but I don't think I'm going to be taking it with me when I go on like long weekends or vacations and stuff like that. So this is just going to be a trial and error, and we're just going to kind of flow with it. So this is basically how I started this was I had like key events or key things that we did here, and then my to-dos here. I basically stopped doing the to-dos later on because I set up a rings, and I'll explain that in another video. It'll be my Gilio rings medium companion video. So I have that all there because I just found that I didn't need to do it twice. I'm already doing duplicates of a lot of stuff, which I'm personally okay with. But I didn't need to do duplicates of like my to-do lists. So I've kind of cut that out, especially in the same thing with this week. I've kind of cut that out moving forward, but we'll see. We'll see if it comes back. I don't know. And I'm sorry, this is from a PET pet tape from London Gifties. These are from Creative Pen, I believe. I'll put it down below. I don't remember what it was, but these are from Creative Pens. I will try to remember the stickers as I go, but I can't promise you. Coffee Monster Co. No idea where these are from. And this is another pet tape from London Gifties. But I I have this little stamp that I'm putting like birthdays. Again, I'm just a very trial and error kind of thing to see what I like, what I don't like. I like to pull my tarot cards. I generally will pull a weekly card, and then like you can see, this is the weekly card. I generally like to pull a weekly card and just kind of write that down. It also gives me the ability to kind of like fill up some space, and kind of like a reminder of how to approach the week, you know. The Philly Pen Show, which was a lot of fun. This is when I started to transition in how I wanted to use this journal or planner, journal, whatever you want to call it. You can see I put the corresponding days off here with the colors. And I started to transition in how I was going to use this basically. So this isn't very full, and I just kind of put some stickers there. Then was not a good day. I like these little emotion or emoji icons from Coffee Monster Co. I'm trying to draw more or doodle more, and I don't even know how it's going. But yeah, I'm liking how when you flip through it, I like how it looks. But I'm trying not to be so crazy about it, and just go with the flow. So here I just have some, we were planning our trip to go back home, back to Italy. So just some details there. I pulled my weekly tarot card, which was a butterfly. And then, yeah, we had ramen that night. It was really good. This is just fillers. This is also from London Gifties. A lot of these bigger tapes are going to be from London Gifties. I am trying to not go crazy with the stickers, but at the same time use up my stickers because I have a lot of stickers. And yeah, I need to use them up because they're like suffocating me. So this is from Sterling Ink. And I started to go into writing a little bit more of like a highlight of the day to see if I like that. Again, this is going to be a very trial and error kind of thing. I ended up pulling like an octopus. Oh, I didn't put that it was a water. Where's my thing? 1 second. I didn't put that it was water. I ended up pulling an octopus this week, which I thought was kind of interesting because, and this is just me, but I joined the India Book Club, and we talked about Remarkably Bright Creatures, and the cover is an octopus. Now, I literally took this, put it under here, and I traced it. That's why it looks pretty decent. You will see that my octopus, when I drew it, was pretty bad. So, you know, compensation day. Yesterday I didn't really do much. I should fill it in, but we didn't do much. It was a long day, and that's it. I mean, that's basically how my weeklies look. I wrote this down. I basically put this on the wrong date. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm trying to get past the need to fill up all the space. I'm trying to get past if it's on the wrong date, it happens, we move on. It's just a planner. It's just a journal. As much as I would like this to be Instagram worthy, this is real life. This is how it is. And I just kind of want to share the stuff with you, and I don't want to be boggled down with it needing to be perfect. So that's just my take. Nothing against anybody else, but it is what it is. I can't go back and change that. So, but yeah, so that is my January flip. We are into February, so I'll do another flip later on, and then these are obviously all blank. And if you're new here, I did do a setup, but this is just my index where I write some stuff. This will probably change next year. Now that I have broken things down with tabs, I don't know if I actually need the index here. So whatever. I'm going to skip part of my health and I'm going to go into here. Again, if you check out like the setup, it is kind of long, but the health section, I just have very basic information like our doctor's information and then stuff about me and the cats. For example, it will look like this, because I don't mind showing you Oreo stuff. It will look like this. And so I break it down by the year and then what happened. And like Oreo, he's actually sitting right here. He has to get his rabies and his checkup shot. So like that will be here. But that's basically what those look like. And then these are my, I love these. These are my trackers for the month. I'm a big tracker. I like to track. I keep it really simple in a sense that I just mark things down with an X. I try not to go too crazy. So right now I just track habits, symptoms, mood, sleep, and steps, but you can see the progression. So I use an, it's called Auto Sleep on your Apple Watch, and I track the hours of sleep as well as the deep sleep. And so I like to just kind of see where the correlations are. So over time, over the months, I started to highlight the bigger days, meaning like the blues are really good deep sleep and that kind of stuff. But in January, I changed it up a bit and I just did the corresponding colors to the watch. So the pink or red on the watch is not great. The green is really good. The blue is fantastic. And like this brown color is decent. And so, yeah, I like to kind of see if there's any kind of correlation between how many hours of sleep, what the weather's like, and then what do I feel, and then the symptoms to my menstrual cycle, those kinds of things. I just like to kind of see if there's any like correlation to things. And I've noticed that there are. So the one thing that I've also added in this upcoming month here is screen time before bed. I started noticing it here because I started reading more before bed. But I mean, it makes sense, right? But when I don't touch my phone before bed, with the exception of just putting on the alarm, instead of just scrolling through all the stuff that you scroll through, I've noticed that my sleep got significantly better. So that's what I'm also tracking here. So if I don't do any screen time, I mark it as an X, and then I kind of can get a gauge if it may or may not be contributing to the quality of my sleep. I don't know. So we'll see. I just really like collecting data like this and analyzing it and seeing where I can adjust and things. And over time, I think I would like to track like, okay, what kind of workouts I did and then those kinds of things, but in strides and in, you know, whatever. So again, I kind of keep it as simple as possible for me. I have just like my basic habits that I want to hit. Excuse me. The symptoms to when I PMS or just whatever. My mood, sleep hours, and then the deep sleep, and then the no screens, and then the steps, because I suck. I don't walk around as much as I would like to. And I want to change that. So, but yeah, that's basically that. I'm going to skip my finance section because, yeah, just because my workouts, again, pretty simple. I am trying to be at least 3 times a week. I would like to increase that more and more as I go, but I have my workouts by week. Like today, after all this, I will mark this off because I'm going to get on the Peloton. And then just for fun, I've also done it for my husband. So, you know, we're trying to be better. I ended up mimicking, so this is something that I added just recently. I ended up mimicking, where is it? This exact thing, these Q1s to here. And because I wanted to see what I was doing more. So I do a lot on the Peloton because it's just, I don't have to think, it's easier. But over time, I would like to, one, start going outside and walking more. I'd like to do a strength training because I have weights in the house. I really would like to get back into yoga or stretching. Where is it? Just so you guys can see. At one point in my life, I was really good, or I thought so. That's me. And I can still do a forearm stand, but I'm just not as confident as that. So I would like to do more yoga and stretching just in general, because the older I get, the more achy I get. I write down my weights down here. I don't really want to share that, but we are slowly declining. DLB is just the Dana Lynn Bailey. I have that app as well. So over the months, I would like to see more of that. So I've color coded them. I use like mild liners. I use mild liners as well as these milk liners. Those are generally what I do. And that's basically that. I then, for the house, right? Yeah, home. For the house, I just track if I have the heater on, if I have it where, both downstairs and upstairs. And then if it's on half the day, all day, or whatever. And what I'm going to do, again, you'll quickly learn I like to track. I want to mark down how much the bill was per month to kind of see the differences of, the seasons. So what else do I have here? These are just, by the way, I use, oh, no hobby spending. That's another thing that I'm tracking because I spend a lot of money. I'm trying to see. These are just daily things and I have them tabbed on. And these are Midori clips that I got from Jet Pants. So, yeah. I also track the weather. And I write, I started using, where is it? Sorry, bud. Sorry. I started using, I know, bud. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I started to use this instead of the stamp. So sunny, cloudy, rainy, whatever. And then I just track them. I write the highs and lows as well as the sunrise and sunset. And we didn't have, for almost like 2 weeks, we really didn't have any sun. And I gotta tell you guys, that really messed me up. If you look at my moods, I was not the happiest of persons. I just was, or people, or however you want to say it. I just wasn't happy. And yeah, I just find it really interesting. So, and I have February already planned out. And then in the back, so it starts with, I had, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I moved into this really early. I moved into November, but then I started to use this as almost like, highlight journal kind of thing. So my planner, what do I want? And then I just write random stuff. These are sterling inks. This is another pet tape. We're going to skip this because I actually don't want to show that. Another pet tape. These are all kind of from the same roll. And then I printed out, oh goodness, I'll let you know where I found this moon printout, but I printed out this moon tracker. I I'm very much into trying to see the correlations as well with the moon. That's just me. I like this stuff. I find it very interesting. And after doing it for about a year or so, I really got into it last year. And then towards the end of the year before, I started to kind of notice some changes and correlations of things. And I don't know, it's fun to track for me. Clearly I'm a big tracker and it's fun for me. But I have my sleep, I have my mood, like what do I have that day? I do have color coordinations for it. And then I just write like really basic things here, nothing too crazy. But I'm curious to see if the phase of the moon also affects my sleep. I don't know, but I still think it's fun nonetheless. I will then track when I get my period and where it falls, and then the symptoms that I have here as well, because I would also be very curious to see it in this format, to see like, I don't know, I'm dying of cramps on a new moon or something. We'll see. And then I wrote out, so if you are into, I guess technically this is astrology, but if you are into the moon and things like that, per quarter or per phase, I guess is really the right terminology, there are different intentions or things to set, I guess. And I just kind of wrote those down. And then I closed them out a little bit so I can write down highlights to see if anything changed or not. And that's basically it. That is my everyday. It's just my everyday. This is my main journal. This is my main planner. This is my main everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoy the other videos. Yeah, and it just kind of zips up.